Are you like me? And for like the past 6, 8 months, you've been on YouTube skill building with AI and learning all the different types of things that you could possibly build, but not actually seeing it through because you're not passionate enough about it. And you understand that business takes a lot of hard work and you better love it. Otherwise, you're going to quit. Well, I think it's because you're watching all this YouTube content about what business to start as opposed to doing the very thing that I teach you here on this channel. And stick with me, you guys, because you're going to enjoy how I show you how you can look back in your own history and find a way to monetize your past. Welcome back to the channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Asia Branch. I am the founder of America First AI, and it is now, anyway, a new school community. I call it the America First AI Accelerator, where in it I show you how to, what I call an audit of your past, right? Because you need to know that you don't have to follow anybody else's business model per se, or product or service. That's something unique about you can actually be monetized. I think people underestimate their own life, and it can be turned into an income. And depending on what that skill is, or what that passion or gift is, or what that service or product may be, will determine what price you should pay, you should make it, and things of that nature. But this is one of the reasons why I created America First AI, because I really feel like with all of the YouTube content out there on all the businesses that you can create, coaching agency where you're doing one-on-one coaching sessions, and build an AI automation agency or a marketing agency or a social media marketing agency, you're looking up all of these business types, and your YouTube feed is being filled with all of that because you're so ready for financial freedom. And you know that you want to be in control of your own financial sovereignty, and you're following what's trending. I've been doing this for a while now, right? I mean, I've said it before. I've been studying all different types of business models, just like you. So don't even feel bad. And I haven't taken the initiative until, like I said in my very first episode on this channel with America First AI, that it took Charlie's death for me to just go with it and stop questioning Christ and just do what I know I'm being told to do, which is to share my knowledge. Now, like I said, you can look into your own past, right? I mean, as a motivational interviewer, having been in behavioral health, one of the things that I've learned to do was to complete assessments on people, asking the right questions. And a lot of people have come to me, friends, family have come to me on how to leverage AI for, like, in some cases, miscellaneous things. I've used it for side gigs, like creating marketing materials, and made little money here or there. But a lot of people want to create just for the sake of creating. They have no idea what else that they could do with AI. Some, family member of mine wants to create a children's book or create animated stories, or, where they come to life. The characters are moving and they're talking, and they want to know how I did these things. People are coming to me, how can you use AI in other ways and outside of automation? And that's how I really got to the first few clients that I mentioned in the previous episode that I released last week, where I told you guys about 4 clients that I've been working with where I've leveraged AI in a lot of ways. 3 of them specifically, I've coached or provided materials for them to start their online business. There was one brick and mortar business I was telling you guys about, the cigar lounge, but it's a conversation for another day. This one is solely about not necessarily those 3 clients, but my process with them and how you can apply that same process for yourself. Okay. Because I looked into their past. Watch the previous episode. But the fact of the matter is that I audited their past. I audited their work history. I audited their skill set. I audited their talent. And I found a way to turn it into an online business. Now, I do provide one-on-one sessions. I charge a pretty penny. I wouldn't say a pretty penny. I charge about $197 right now. It will increase down the line. But I only have a few slots available. So if you are interested in a clarity session with me one-on-one, head over to the school community. I do make the link available where you can book me. You can reach out to me on my social media, through Instagram, Facebook. Just look for America First AI and reach out. And I will let you know all of what you get in that session. But if you're someone who's just ready to take action now, understand that everything that I do for these clients, the auditing their past and finding the best model for them as far as an online business is concerned, I've made that available to all of you in the school community. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to share my screen because what I want to do is show you all Athena. Now I name my custom GPTs. I built this out. Now this is not my actual paid account. I wanted you guys to see what it's like when you're a user. Now you can only access Athena once you've joined the school community. There is a free trial. So, for the next 7 days, I say sign up. For the next 7 days, you guys will have direct access to Athena, this custom GPT that I built out. And you'll get access to me because every Saturday I host what's called Sovereign Saturdays, which is pretty much a workshop. And we go through everything together. And I'll show you guys the school community in a little bit, but I wanted to bring you guys directly to Athena, the Sovereignty Clarity Coach. Okay. Athena will help America First AI Launchpad members generate their business framework, a blueprint, and workflow by assessing their history and life experiences. And as you guys can see, I have 4 prompts here available. These are conversation starters, right? So in a way, what you're going to see happen, no matter which one you pick, it's pretty much asking you something about you. And I know you guys are like, but aren't these questions relatively the same? If you're not used to asking these personal questions at once, then you're going to think, yeah, they sound the same, but they're not. But I really want to show you how this works, right? So you have the tell me your story, you have the share your work history, you have what tasks feel natural to you, you have what passions drive you. And obviously these are different, right? Because sometimes when someone tells you their story doesn't even include their job. It just includes the adversity that they went through in life and how they overcame it. Sometimes then when you ask them, well, share your work history. Now they're telling you the jobs that they've done, the tasks that they had to complete, things that they were assigned to. Well, what tasks feel natural to you? You'd be surprised how many people say things that aren't related to their actual job, but some things that their family just comes to them and asks them to do and had nothing to do with any job that they've ever had. Right? It's just something that just was easy for them, right? What passions drive you? Again, it sounds similar, but again, it is different because sometimes a person's passion is singing and has nothing to do with the job that they've had as an executive administrator somewhere. The singing that they just do in the shower or just for fun or independently just releases a single online has absolutely nothing to do with any of the other questions because it's, for whatever reason, it's compartmentalized, I guess is the right word, right? They compartmentalize these answers. And that's why I have Athena ask you these specific questions. So now this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to click on, what passions drive you, right? And so you're going to see Athena's response. And again, she responds to you the way that I would, right? Very motivational. She is asking you all these questions, follow-up questions, so that way she can best aid you. And I would honestly say, if you don't have the budget right now to cough up, $197 to hop on a one-on-one sovereignty session with me, then I would say pay the $47, do the free trial, and then pay the $47 to get through so that way we can get you a viable business in 90 days. Anyways, here we are. So what are you most passionate about? The topics or activities you could spend hours on without getting bored. Once you share, I'll help connect those passions to either a coaching path or a membership model, and even explore how a custom GPT could become an asset in your business. I'm going to put in something. Now, I'm a writer, right? I've said it on this channel before when it was once called something else, but we're going to act as if I'm a writer, right? So I am a fictional writer, right? Because it's asking me what passions drive you. I'm a fictional writer. And lately I've had a great time. And I'm talking to it regularly. Just talk to it normal. This isn't a prompt that you need to put in because you're not building something out. You're trying to get ideas on a possible business that you can create. And again, a coaching path or a membership model are the simplest online business models to create because the tech the tech stack that you need isn't so complicated. So you don't have to run down SMMAs or an AI automation agency or a marketing agency or anything like that. Stick with what's simple, start small, and then as time goes on, you'll skill build and you can build out extra features or services that you want to add on to your online business down the road. Start with what's simple. Anyways, I've had a great time turning my fiction stories into animated podcasts. I can do it all day, and I would if I didn't have to work a full-time job, right? So this is me talking to it normal, and you should. Now let's see how Athena is going to respond. And again, she responds to you similarly to how I would. I wanted Athena to have some kind of individuality because I'm a Star Trek fan, and I feel like, this technology is getting to a point where it's almost sentient, and I don't want it to copy me. I'm already a twin. I don't need a third version of myself. Anyway, that's beautiful. I hear your passion for storytelling and the creative flow of bringing characters to life through sound and animation. Your strength is clear. You're not just a writer, you're a world builder who can translate ideas into immersive experiences people want to escape into. From here, I see two natural paths. One, coaching service, helping other aspiring writers or creatives adapt their stories into audio animated formats. Or two, a membership model, building a paid community where fans access your stories, behind the scenes content, and exclusive podcast episodes. Bonus, a custom GPT could serve as your story idea generator or script coach, giving fans prompts or helping clients refine their own narratives, making you both the artist and the mentor. And then it just gives me this clarity snapshot. And then it does obviously prompt you for more clarity. You can reach out to me for a one-on-one sovereign strategy session to fully explore other options. If you're not interested in doing one-on-ones with other writers or creating an online membership, there are other business models that will require a strategy session because, again, Athena is prompt specifically on these two things. But why did I prompt her on these two business models? Because I don't want you to get so caught up in all of the tech that's required to do something more. You can start an online business as early as tomorrow. And again, if you sign up for free, the free trial for 7 days, you access Athena. She will help you. You answer, you click any one of those conversation starters, and Athena will walk you through turning your history into a business. She will take your passion and turn it into an online business. And again, she'll even walk you through a price point. And you know what? Just for the heck of it, why not? Let's keep going just a little bit, right? I'll ask it one more. Let's say I'm leaning more into the membership model, right? Because I work a full-time job, right? So I'm leaning into the membership model since I have a full-time job. My schedule limits me from doing one-on-one sessions right now. And then it says bonus, a custom GPT can serve as your story idea generator or script coach. So it's literally a custom GPT that you can make available in your paid community, as I did here with mine. Tell me more about the custom GPT. And then the last thing I'm going to ask it is one last thing. How much could I charge for this membership? And the reason why I'm doing it that way is because it's just a simple conversation. You're just talking to it normally. You're not building out, you're not vibe coding an application, which we will go over on this channel. You are not building out an automation workflow, which I won't cover on this channel. There's just too much content on that already. You don't need me to talk about automation. You don't need me to do that for you, right? There's so much content up there. So I put my response in. This is what Athena says back. That makes total sense. A membership model works beautifully with your time constraints since your creative work can scale without adding more hours to your plate, right? So you see how Athena is taking in your time constraints, and be honest about it, as honest as you can be, because this is AI. It is, it is open AI. Do not, you don't want to be so forthcoming. Like, don't talk about your relationship problems with AI. Talk about what's limiting you, right? If you're too busy, maybe you have a lot of children, maybe you're a full-time student and have a full-time job, and you have to find the little bit of time that you have available to you to create this business, right? So tell it your constraints, and it'll lean you toward one way or the other, right? So that makes total sense. Membership model works beautifully with the time constraints. Since your creative work can scale without adding more hours to your plate, here's how the custom GPT could fit in. Imagine a fiction companion GPT for your members. It could answer questions about your stories, generate bonus lore, suggest writing prompts, or even help them role play in your story world. This makes your membership feel alive, even when you're not personally available. Fans engage daily while keeping you creating long term. You could also offer a writer's room GPT for aspiring storytellers, teaching them how to adapt fiction into audio or animated podcasts. Now, I meant video because I've been doing that for a while. Check it out. I actually showed on no old channel that I have the videos available. Head over to the collaboration tab here on YouTube, and you'll see an example of some of the animated video podcasts that I've created on pricing. Memberships usually start $10 to $50, depending on exclusivity and value, blah, 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 and so on. So you see everything that I've done. This is what I do with clients. I literally, for one-on-one sessions, I will sit with the person and I will complete an assessment on them, ask all of these questions. In like 2 days, I literally have a blueprint, a workflow. Once you decide on an actual business model with Athena, her job is to provide you the same output. Now, it's going to be just in text. So I would argue that you copy and paste this on like a Google Doc or something so you guys can save this stuff. And then you'll be able to work from there. This is how it goes. Phase 1, clarity and foundation, sovereign business discovery, simple systems for business starters. Phase 2, clients and income, your first client blueprint, group session launch, depending on which model you chose. Growth and visibility, AI content creation for beginners, accountability and consistency, mastery. And then obviously phase 4, sovereignty and beyond, financial sovereignty, foundation. So this is like the process. Phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. I actually show you different ways of creating your outreach for if you're going to do this in DMs or text message, reaching out to family members or friends. If you're not trying to do that, then I teach you how to create content to post on social media. And that is the kind of thing that you want to focus on, because this is technology that you've already been using. Simple systems for business startups. School is, in my personal opinion, I believe it is the best online membership. Some features you can just turn off, that I really don't think is necessary in some cases. Some are good for incentivizing things. Conversation for another day. I'm just making the point that a lot of people want to start business, and you're watching all this YouTube content and trying to create these new age businesses. And it's not that it's a bad thing, because it's not. Because again, that's how I got started. I wanted to create a business with AI, and the first thing I looked at, January 1st of 2025, the first business I looked into starting was an AI automation agency. And then after that, it was digital marketing agency. And then I started skill building using AI and generating design briefs and generating the right images and creating animated video podcasts and generating audio podcasts and using it for editing op-eds and newsletters, to animate these short narrative films, videos. I actually just for the heck of it, I got to show you guys something, because one of the first few posts that I've made available on both school and on my Instagram page. So we're just going to go ahead and I'm going to share this. And here we go.
Day after day, working late nights, chasing someone else's dream. Exhaustion grows, and the weight of sacrifice falls hardest on family. Then, the unthinkable, a notice in his hand, replaced overnight. Jobless. Their future uncertain, their hearts heavy with fear. He drives endless hours. She struggles alone at home, both doing whatever it takes just to survive another day. But hope has a way of appearing in dark moments. She discovers a new path.
So I'm going to leave it there. If you want to watch more of it, head over to the school community. I teach you how to create this type of content. Okay, this is like something that I'm really passionate about. One of the things that I've been wanting to do is to show people that you don't have to create this new tech stuff. You can leverage new tech, right? It'll level you up. You can start something, you can build something. Use something as simple as school, use something as simple as Zoom and or Google Meet for weekly sessions to create this online community, surrounding yourself with like-minded people who believe in what you believe, who share your values, share your faith, and share your interest. I mean, literally, school has paid memberships for things like pickleball, for crying out loud. So join the accelerator, right? Join America First AI's accelerator. Let's audit your past, leverage Athena, let's come up with the viable blueprint, and then every Saturday, make sure you're logging on, make sure you're there. Every week on Saturday, we're literally going through the process. You would have talked to Athena. You would have an idea of your business. You can ask me questions. If you want a little bit more personal things, then I would suggest you definitely reach out to me in my DMs. You try to book a call with me and we can have this one-on-one session where we can really look at other options if you're not interested in doing a membership or doing an actual one-on-one kind of coaching style business or consulting business. But honestly, folks, I'm telling you, you don't need to do this new age stuff. You use AI to level you up, because with everybody out here creating businesses using AI, I'm going to tell you right now, the reality is it's either already oversaturated, the difficulty level is like extremely high because you have to make yourself more technical than you already are. And you just want to focus on delivering a product or service and you just want to start. Well, if you want to start today, then sign up for the accelerator. Again, there is a 7-day free trial. You can access Athena right away and we can monetize your past, because the thing that makes you individual is the life that you have lived. No one else has lived it for you. You've overcome adversities in your life. Somebody else didn't overcome it for you. You worked the jobs that you worked. Nobody else worked the job for you. You are what's unique. And in a time where AI is going to create a lot of sameness, now is the time to just let's look into your past and let's monetize it. To make sure you're signing up for America First AI, you want to take that initiative. You want to be like that client of mine who actually took action, who sat with me and we audited her work history, we audited her skill set, and we've created a viable business for her. And now she's reaching out to people in DM. She's doing outreach, she's doing the posting, she's doing her YouTube channel. And the business is like, it's here. She's working at it. Now, I can't guarantee you that you're going to be making, a living wage. Hell, I can't even promise you that you're going to be making a surviving wage by the end of the 60, 90 days. At the end of the 90 days, the transformation is you have an online business. And as long as you put in the work, because you got to remember that business never gets easy. You just get smarter at it. The same way life doesn't get easy, you just get tougher. Work at it. Because this client of mine, she's already done the free discovery calls. She's already done these things. It's going to do well, but that means you got to take action like she did. Again, my name is Asia Branch. I'm the founder of America First AI. Click the link in the description. Head over to the school community, the America First AI Accelerator, and start talking to Athena. Let's figure out what's the simplest online business for you, and let's go ahead and monetize your past. That's my time, folks. Enjoy the rest of your evening, because this episode was literally recorded today and it will be posted today. So God bless you all, and until next time.